and I want to do everything I possibly can to build a farming empire without doing any farming. So the idea of sitting here in a tractor pushing buttons is not very appealing to me. Welcome back, farm fans. We're going to get straight into it today. We need to learn this next contract type. We need to learn, what was it? Baling? Bale wrapping, that was it. Bale wrapping. And we need to progress recurring revenue. We've got our greenhouse on our lay-by, which I think is going to make some money, but I can't imagine it will make much. So we need to figure out how to make more money. So we're just going to crack on today, and I'm going to start literally without any faffing around. I'm just going to accept this contract. I've not done... Oh, I just accepted it without taking the items. Let me quickly grab this one then. I've not done any bale wrapping at all yet, so I don't know what it involves. So let's have a quick look at the machine. Oh, it literally looks like it's going to wrap something up. This looks like plastic, doesn't it? So I guess something's going to go in there. What's this? Ranny wrap. Stretch film for bale wrapping. Okay, so this looks like boxes of plastic. All right. Okay, so we're literally going to be wrapping up, presumably a bale. Let's go find out what a bale looks like, and presumably how to wrap it. This and harvesting, I think, are the only contracts I haven't done yet. I believe. Well, they're certainly the only contracts I haven't done that I've seen. There may well be more contracts, but I don't know what they look like. All right, where are we going? It was going to field 6, wasn't it? Field 6, goal. So he's off. While he's off and running, I need to buy some more fertiliser for this guy. So let's go and pop and do that quickly. How did we do it last time? We searched for fertiliser, didn't we? There we go. I think it was solid. That'll do. Let's grab a couple of them. I feel like buying bags of fertilizer every time I need it is pretty inefficient. So I think presumably I'm going to need fertilizer on my own fields when I have such things. And if I continue to do these contracts, then I don't want to have to manually buy fertilizer all the time. Anyone who's been following the series knows that I'm a systems and automation geek, and I want to do everything I possibly can to build a farming empire without doing any farming. So the idea of sitting here in a tractor pushing buttons is not very appealing to me. So every time I do something, I'm always thinking about, well, basically how I can not do it. And so this process of buying fertilizer routinely does not really appeal to me, so I need to find a way of getting out of that. And so perhaps the way of getting out of it is to stock it somewhere, so have like a stockpile of fertilizer that I can pull from, so I can get a vehicle and I can say go pick up fertilizer from this location and then go to the field to do whatever you needed to do with the fertilizer. Okay, bale wrapping. I just arrived at this field while I was chattering away at field 6. I noticed in the field there's these blocks of, I don't know, blocks of what? Blocks of grass. Okay, so this is grass, which kind of makes sense because I guess this was a grass field and someone's come along and cut it. And now presumably I need to get this block of grass onto this machine. So typically in this game you just drive up to it and push R. But that hasn't immediately jumped out anything to me. Although I did just see at the top I need to unfold this thing. X. Okay. So we've unfolded. Oh, that was quite cool. I see that unfold and spin round. Okay, let me just drive up to it again and push R. Let me get the machine a bit closer. Okay. It's not shouting at me to do anything. Do I need to drive it into the machine? Let me try that again. I guess it looks like the thing goes inside these prongs here. Oh, there we go. Hey, that's pretty cool. Look, it's actually spinning it around and wrapping it. Can I watch it from the outside? Yeah. We're wrapping bales. The magic is happening. We have stopped wrapping bales. Okay. Is he going to let it go? No? Okay, presumably I need to do something else to drop this. Do I need to stack them somewhere or do anything with it? I don't really know. I guess it would make logical sense that I put them all in the same place. But to be quite honest, I can't really be bothered to drive backwards and forwards. Right, fold wrapper, unload square bale. That looks like what I want to do. Okay, is that done? Alright. So I think, is that bale wrapping done? Okay, well my thingy's gone up, so it looks like it's doing the right thing. Okay, let's go and get this guy back running. This guy was fertilizing this field, but he ran out of fertilizer. So I'm hoping that now he's back. When I turn on the auto drive, he's going to figure out where he got to and go back and just finish it off. Because otherwise, I have no idea of how to find out which bit's been fertilized and which bit hasn't. It looks like the AI can do that himself, so let's him go. Okay. He's baling. Okay. Unload Y. In fact, under unload, I can see turn on automatic drop. So let's see what that does. Okay, that's on. Okay, so baling. I don't mind doing these sort of things once or twice myself, but I don't want to be driving around this field baling. I want to be sat in my comfy farm office watching all my minions do the work. So I need to figure out how to automate it. What I'll perhaps do is I'll perhaps do this field, and then I'll let the AI worker do the next one. At least then I can hand on heart say that I wouldn't not do a job that I tell my worker to do or something, if you know what I mean. It's a nice day in sunny Norwich. It's early afternoon. Should be stopping for a lunch break soon. I mean, this is pretty slow going, isn't it? Imagine having to do this in a big field. I wonder if it's going to be hard for the AI to do this, because I mean, presumably these bales have just been dropped kind of willy-nilly in the field, and so it's going to be some pretty clever kind of object detection and pathing for an AI to drive around and do this. I mean, it's got to detect the object, it's got to drive to the object, it's got to align the correct way with the object. So it's going to be interesting to see how the old AI worker handles this. Okay, how many more? I've got 2 more to go by the looks of it. Let's just go check in with my fertilizer man on field 11, because I need to make sure he's going the right way. But he's still going somewhere, so I'll let him carry on. Okay, penultimate bale, and this was a grass bale, wasn't it? I wonder what a grass bale is for. Animals eat grass, don't they? So maybe this is like animal feed. Okay. Oh no, there's one more. Sneaky little bale over here in the shade. Look, almost missed it. Alright, now it looks like we're done. Oops, sorry bale. Just going to drive near to the exit so we can be a bit more efficient here. Yes, okay, that is done. Right, we've officially done some baling. Now we need to go to field 14. I'm certainly not going to drive there myself. There we go. Okay, he's on the way. He's just chilling. He's cultivating. It's taken a long time. That was a very, very big field. Field 12. Yeah, this one here, look, it's huge. One of the biggest ones on the map. Okay, this guy is spraying his fertilizer around, so he looks like he's found where he needs to finish up, which is good. He's on the way, and he's just chilling. Right, any more contracts? It's a spraying contract. Let's get that. reason why I shouldn't get it? No, I don't think so. Oh, I need to get some blooming spray, don't I? Oh, what was it? Was it herbicide? Hang on, where's it gone? Spraying. Herbicide, yep, okay. I wish there was a way to just go straight to the shop. In fact, there is, isn't there? Was it Shift P? No, P. There we go. Herbicide. I'm going to get... Oh, crikey. I keep pushing the wrong button all the time. Herbicide. I'm not sure why I have to customize it. Last time we needed loads. So let's get 2 again. Yeah, a bit like the fertiliser. I was just saying how I don't want to be doing this all the time, right? Because this is manual work. What I want to be able to do is pick up this contract, go to this thing and say, okay, go here to pick up the herbicide, and then once you've got the herbicide, go here to do the field. And then, well, to be fair, ideally, I then want to say, and come back to the loading point to unload any herbicide that you've still got, because we don't want to waste herbicide. We don't want to fill up this entire tanker or whatever it is to go do a field and then not actually need it all. So yeah, so we need to figure that out. And in fact, you know what? It might actually be a good use for our lay-by, mightn't it? We might be able to, on our lay-by, just build some kind of drop-off and pick-up points. So like a silo for herbicide there and a silo or whatever it's called for fertilizer here. And then a car can just come in, pick up and drop off, and go out and turn around. Yeah, that might be quite a nice solution. But that sounds like a job for another day. Okay, this bale wrapper's on his way to field 14. Where is field 14? Field 14's way down there. Okay. Why is he going this way? Is he going to turn right? Okay. Why are you driving down this road, my man? The entrance to field 14's here, and he's going along this road here. I wonder if there's no way in up there. I don't remember the pathing that I built. I guess we'll find out in a second. A few episodes ago, I think it was episode 4 or something like that, I built the mesh for the entire map. So every single field and every single track, well, as far as I could see, is now got pathing and waypoints on. But it's entirely likely that I missed some pathing and I missed some waypoints, and so you might find that I missed a track down here or something. So this guy needs to drive all the way around, perhaps. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And so over time, as I get used to the map and as I see the AI moving around, we'll build little shortcuts and we'll add extra kind of one-way and two-way paths and things. But that's like an optimization thing, right? That's an efficiency thing. We don't need to worry about that just yet. Ultimately, I'm going to have so many workers running that I won't have time to sit here and watch it, so I probably won't even know this guy is being inefficient. So, things are good. He's reached field 13. Should be able to just get him going. I can, using this add-on, you can click this little button here and then click go, and it will turn on the AI worker automatically when it gets there. And of course I'll be using that, but for now I'm just trying to watch what they're doing, because I don't know what most of these things are, so by kind of watching it for a few seconds I get an idea of what it's doing, which I think is important. And see, interestingly, look, this field is not spraying. This happened last time. A guy came to spray a field, and it just didn't work. And it's happened again. Oh, it's blocked by me. Sorry. And I don't, for the life of me, know why. Field info, farmland, owned by Walter, crop type wheat, growth withered, fertilized 50%, weeds, weed large. So if you look up here at the top right, it's this vehicle is currently spraying field 13, but it's just not counting towards completion. And this happened before, so I had another spraying job which failed, and I don't know why, and it cost me like £5,000 in spraying stuff, whatever it's called, herbicide. And by Jove, it's happening again, and I don't know why. Okay, I'll get back to that in a second. He's still cultivating. What's he doing? He was fertilizing, wasn't he? He's done now. Why is that sprayer not working? He needs to go to 45. I mean, I don't know if it's going to help, but if anyone does happen to see this and know why my sprayer isn't working, I would be very happy to know why. I'm just going to do something a bit sneaky here. As I'm driving down here, I'm just going to drive a path. And so what that means is, in the future, if a tractor needs to get out of these fields, it'll be able to drive down this path, down this edge of the field. I hope this won't cause any problems in the future, but we'll check it out. So this isn't designed to be an entrance to the field. Oops, well that's going to cause a problem because that's going to get stuck in that tree at some point. This isn't designed to be an entrance to the field, just an exit. And I don't know if it will work or not, but we'll give it a go. He needs to be able to go that way. And he needs to be able to go that way, so let's bring it in a little bit. He was going to 45, wasn't he? Okay, more bale wrapping. I'll come back to you in a second. Okay, so I just don't know why this spraying isn't working. And to be quite honest, I don't have much interest in figuring out why right now. Farmland, crop type, wheat, growth, withered. Withered means dead, doesn't it? Withered means dead. I wonder if the field's dead? Well, that can't be true, because why is he making me spray a dead field? Which one was it? It was this one, wasn't it? No, it was spraying. Okay, well, let's cancel that. And I've just lost lots of money of herbicide, which is a bit depressing. But I guess it kind of is what it is. I'll figure that out, I'm sure. Alright, let's just get this bale wrapping done. I need to test if auto bale wrapping works, so let's just push auto worker. Okay, that's new. I've not seen this page before. Did I push the wrong button? Mode AI worker. Start AI worker. No. Create a job. Go to or follow me. I don't think I want either of those. Okay. Mode AI worker. Hold H. Oh, hang on. This is new. AI settings. AI worker or steering assist. Okay. Don't know what any of this is. Work the headlands. Start with. Okay. Generally in life, if I don't know what something means, I don't touch it. Why is when I hit AI worker, it bringing up this different menu? Let me think about it. I'll unfold it first and then start the worker. No. Okay, I'll go give him a clue. I'll do the first one and see if it can figure out from there. Okay, AI, this is what I want you to do. Pay attention. Are you watching this? I'm only going to do one, then you're doing the rest. Okay. Now, over to you. Go. Nope. Okay. Well, crikey. Okay, so right now we've hit a sprayer that doesn't spray, and we've hit a bale wrapper that doesn't wrap bales. I hope this isn't a insight into the future AI ability of the game, because, well, I mean, I guess it would just mean that we can't do these two contracts, which I guess isn't the end of the world. But presumably I'm going to need to spray and wrap bales on my own land, and I don't want to be doing that manually. I was saying before it would be quite hard for an AI to kind of figure out the pathing and stuff, wasn't I? So I wonder if the game just doesn't have AI bale wrapping. I mean, that would be a bit of a shame. It's one of the contracts. Okay, well, I'll just do this one manually for now, and then I guess I'll ponder. He's still cultivating. Oh, hang on, the cultivator dude should be done now, so let's stop him. Do we have any more cultivating contracts that he can... I can't believe I've just spent... Hang on, why am I getting money? Oh, maybe they're reimbursing me for the herbicide I bought. Okay, well, that's nice. Oh, another cultivating contract. I'll take that one. This guy can go straight there to field 41. Let's see if he can make it. It appears that he can. Oh, look! I'll tell you what, that's the path that I just built as a hope that they would be able to get out of a field, look, and immediately it's working. But this guy hasn't folded his wing thing, so I need to do that quickly for him, and he's probably going to get stuck on this tree. So I probably need to tweak this. Yeah, don't worry, buddy. I knew it was going to be crap. I'll fix it. Oh, reversing issues. Right, let me just bring this in a little bit closer. So already, you know how I just drove off the other field and I was like, I tell you what, I should drive a quick path on the way out. Already, that proved beneficial, because this guy, although he didn't, he would have been able to get out of the field himself. Right, he is fertilizing. He should just get going. Yeah. Alright, back to baling. So yeah, I don't really know what to suggest on this. I guess for now, until I get some more insight, I'll just won't do these contracts. I mean, if I can't automate it and I need to do it on my own land, perhaps this is something I do have to do manually, which I guess, I mean, it isn't the end of the world. If I can automate 99% of the gameplay, and I just have to whip around and do this every now and then, perhaps I can perhaps I could train my 7-year-old son to come online and do it. So officially it's not me doing it. I could just motivate him and say, look, every bale that you wrap, I'll give you 10 Robux or something. I remember I took the same approach in World of Warcraft. He was much younger at the time, and I made it very clear that mining and herbing was very fun, and he used to love running around a map looking for mining nodes and herbing. And so basically I had a 4-year-old bot doing herbalism and mining every now and then. No, it's not slave labor if they enjoy it. I guess this baling is a bit laborious, but it's not terribly complicated. I mean, this game's been out for a year now, right? So I would have thought someone has figured out a way of automating baling. So I'll get this done, and then I won't take any baling contracts, and perhaps I'll do a bit of homework and see if I can research how to automate baling. And I'll also probably fast forward this, because I can't imagine this makes wonderful viewing. But we'll see how it looks in editing. Oh look, there's a sneaky little bale off in the distance, hiding. I was going to miss that one almost. I think baling's a thing in real life, isn't it? Like, I feel as though I've seen wrapped things in a field before. Although the ones I picture, they're round. They're big, kind of round. I mean, in my naivety, I would have called them haystacks, but I guess they're probably not haystacks. They're big round bales in the fields. So I guess it's a similar thing to this, but maybe just a different shape or something. I'm Trying to be as efficient as I can be and kind of lining the next one up. Okay, my guy's reached 41. He should just start automatically. He's doing some cultivating. Oh, that doesn't sound good. We just got a little error. Let's go check him out. Okay, it's not him. Not him. Not him. Maybe it was him. Don't know why he got stuck. He's right there. How many we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish. Did I miss one? Oh my god, I've got one stuck on. I really need to practice reversing. Reversing with a trailer is probably the hardest thing to do in the entire world. So while I'm doing this, I'm thinking about land, because I own that lay-by, and in the last episode I think we realised that I can't build anything on that lay-by other than a greenhouse, some windmills, some selling points, and I think some silos. So that lay-by purchase may have been a bit well, I guess stupid, for want of a better word. I mean, it only cost like £8,000, which is kind of one contract, and it's a learning experience, so it's not the end of the world. I just don't know what I can do with it. I mean, the greenhouse may make some money. We haven't grown anything in it yet. It's growing lettuces. So we're going to find out, I guess, at some point how much a lettuce is worth and how many we make. And that will dictate whether we keep that greenhouse on the lay-by. But I feel as though we need land, well, we absolutely do need land, to build something else on that makes money. I am a little bit wary of buying land and trying to grow something on it, because I just don't know how. But there are animals, and I feel as though I could muddle my way through looking after an animal fairly simply. So perhaps we'll find a bit of land and dump some animals on it for now. But I don't want to just do things kind of willy-nilly. I want to think of systems and scalability and processes and things. So if I do put some animals, I want them to be animals that create something for future use, if that makes sense, like a raw material. So I presume that's like wool for sheep, milk for cows, pigs, I guess, meat maybe, I don't know. So we need to think about the whole production chain rather than just doing some animals for the sake of it, right? And that's next on the job. So the baling is done. I think I can just get rid of this contract now, unless there's another one. And if there is another one, in fact, I'm not going to take it anyway, because that was not automated. And that's not what we want to be doing. Okay, fertilizing and cultivating, that's the two that I've got going on. And we're going to make some good cash when we hand those in. That's what, 13, 26-ish, 33-ish, oh my goodness, 53-ish, 60k. So that's going to be like £70,000 or so once these are done. Although he does seem to be not do anything, which is interesting. Where are you going? Let me just watch this guy for a second. For this one, I turned on this steering wheel, and it does seem to upset things a little bit. Oh no, he's going the right way again. Maybe he's just doing something that I don't understand. Maybe you have to cultivate the same way every time. I guess that might make sense. Maybe that's what he was doing. He was just driving back to do another leg up, perhaps. Yep, looks like that. Okay, he's happy. Right, last time I got a tree stuck in my trailer, so I better whip that out really quick. Oh, there we go. That was easy. And I also don't know how quickly water goes down from a greenhouse, so we should check that out. How much is in here now? Water, 2,000 litres. How much did I put in? I don't remember. How do I know how many lettuce I've got? I mean, is it in this menu? Lettuce. We have water. We have... Oh, we have 22 litres of lettuce. Why is everything measured in litres? Is that like a farming thing? Is that normal? Who knows? Okay, while I'm here, I'm just going to check out silos and ways of storing stuff, because I think it might be a bit of a plan to hold fertilizer and herbicide. That's the one. Supplementary water tank. Okay, so that's just more storage. Containers. Okay. Water station can supply your water. Fuel. Old wind wheel with water tank. Oh my goodness, that's huge. I don't know what it does. Let's not worry about that. Okay, we need something that stores fertilizer and herbicide. Okay, this silo could be cheapers. Everything's so vast. Nothing fits on my lay-by. Okay, that's a bit of a shame. This silo can be filled with different products. Petrol tank, lime tank, fertilizer tank. Okay, so this one can be filled with different... Oh! It just popped up there. Okay, so this one can fit on my land and it can be filled with different products. Does that different product include fertilizer and herbicide? I mean, it's going to be a £16,000 experiment if that's... Okay, well, we'll figure that out later. I mean, yeah, my idea is that we're going to need lots of fertilizer and lots of herbicide, right? For contracts and our own fields. And I don't want to get a vehicle and then have to buy it every time, because no one's got time for that. So I was thinking I could make use of my lay-by and having a big kind of, basically like a depot, right? So a big fertilizer storage and a big herbicide storage. And then I can literally just get a vehicle on a contract or for myself. And if it's a fertilizer, I can say, okay, drive down the road, pick up the fertilizer, go and do what you need to do, get it done, come back, drop off any spare fertilizer, and then contract done, or move to the next field or something. So use this as like a filling station for herbicide and fertilizer. And this silo fits, but it just says it can be filled with different products, and it doesn't specify which. So I'm hoping that fertilizer and herbicide is one of them. Anyway, that's a game for another day. Speaking of fertilizer, I mean, this is the perfect example, right? So this tractor is now done. I have no more fertilizing contracts, and he's got loads of spare fertilizer. And when I finish this contract, it's just going to be wasted. Fold. Although saying that, I have just seen there's an option called unload. So perhaps I can go and dump this on my base temporarily. Which may be of interest. Is he going to find his way out? It looks like it. So yeah, you know how I drew that path? I may not have needed to, because this guy was here and he did kind of navigate his way around that tree and stuff, so they might have pretty good pathing by themselves. But I mean, that's fine. I can just delete waypoints later if I need to. It's far easier. I've just noticed that I can join this one up. It's far easier to delete waypoints when you don't need them than it is to obviously create them. Go away. I want you to delete. There you go. So I don't mind kind of ongoing efficiencies and that sort of stuff. That's just the name of the game. So I'm going to drop this off, and then I'm going to, well, I'm going to figure out how to drop it off. Then I'm going to hand in some contracts, and then find something to buy. So let's start looking at the map to think ahead. Oh look, I've got all the paths. How have I got that up? Ah, interesting. So if I go to create a job, it shows me all my paths. Ah, that's useful. That is very useful. I've never seen that before. Okay, remember that, Dunley. If you need to see your paths, go to create a job. Does that also mean I can select a vehicle and control the AI from it here? Let me test that quickly. Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked because, as you know, I'm figuring out things. Okay, I've selected my little sidekick, create a job, deliver, follow me, load and deliver, go to. Interesting. I wonder if he's just got deliver options because he has a trailer on him. Well, I can test that because I can get in there and drop the trailer. Now let's see if he's got different jobs. How did I get there? Map. Oh, look, the pathing isn't up now. Do I need that open? Oh, look, if I have that open, oh my goodness, can I draw waypoints from his view? No, okay. Right, where's my dude? The vehicle's gone now. Okay, create job. So now I can do follow me or go to. Okay, so the job that I can create from this screen is dependent on the trailer that I've got or what the vehicle's kind of configured to do. Right. Good. Learning is happening. What are these monsters on my map? I just noticed on my mini-map there's 2 huge vehicles over here. They don't belong to me. Why are they showing on my map? Maybe I've just bugged it out a little bit. Okay, what was I doing? I was looking at fields, wasn't I? So we need to buy somewhere, but it needs to be logical. We can't just buy it for the sake of buying it. We need to be able to afford it. I'm going to have almost £200,000 once I hand these contracts in. I mean, I'm going to be outpriced for these big ones, aren't I? Yeah. So I need to look at a small field. These are the fields that are all fenced in, and it might be worth taking ownership of them first because I can delete all the fences. This area up here was a cheap little area. And what's this in the middle? And this looks like lots of open space in the middle. Oh, it's got a little, what's this called? A hangar? Yeah, I guess we'll call it a hangar. Okay, so this middle bit has space. I mean, I'm going to have to take an axe to everything because we don't want trees. They get in the way of AI. Capitalism. Right, he's arrived. I need to figure out how to dump something. And I don't really want to just dump it in the middle because that might turn out to be annoying later. Let's kind of dump it over here somewhere. In fact, let's be cheeky and dump it on the grass because then it's definitely not going to be in the way. Okay, unload, I. Okay, now I'm hoping that this doesn't go everywhere, but we'll soon find out. I. Oh, it unloads it as pallets. Ah, interesting. I was expecting it just to put a massive pile of fertiliser on the floor. Okay, this is good because that means that my plan for creating a silo is, oh my god, is less important because I can just declare a waypoint here for dumping and loading and unloading, and then they'll just come along and what button was it? I. They'll just come along and dump it as pallets. Okay, good. That's a good result. That. So I don't need to buy a silo. I just need to do some logistics with pathing. Good, 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 good. Okay, he was fertilizing. 12,000. Thank you. 6,000. Thank you. 13,000. Loads of money. Up to 160k. How long has this cultivator got left? It's going to take a while. Okay. Let's continue our map discussion. So the way I see it is we can't afford a big field just yet. So let's get that out of my mind. We're limited to small fields, around about, I would say, I don't know, 100 and 120, 150 max, because I need to buy stuff. I can't just have a field with nothing on it. Although I guess I could buy the field and then once I do a few more contracts, do something with it. So really, and I want fields that I can afford near to each other just for kind of operational and kind of efficiency. So I guess I'm limited to this area up here. This is nice because it has an area in the middle which I can just gradually work through and kind of build buildings and production lines and things. So that's, I like that idea. My issue with this idea is that it's a long way up in the corner of the map. So if I were to build a big hub here, I mean, it's literally the opposite side of the map to do anything. Whereas if I start somewhere literally smack bang in the middle, then I'm centralized, right? So I can just, it's like hub and spokes sort of thing. But then the negative to that is that there's not obvious space to build, although I've just seen this field here is just huge and empty, so that's interesting. Not that I can afford it. 69 is also quite cheap. 68 is cheap. Okay, so maybe I'm changing my idea. Maybe I'm thinking now this sort of area, because that is pretty central. There's shops there. I can build a depot in the middle for picking up bits and bobs. I mean, you're not going to get more central than that. It's literally the middle of the map. There's lots of little small fields around for kind of gradual expansion. I mean, this is a fortune, but that's got hangars and things. All right, I think I'm reaching a decision point. I don't know what this mill is. It's got the drop-off indicator, which suggests I can drop stuff off there, so maybe that might be a selling point. Again, that might be useful because that's nearby. Okay, right, sorry up there, you've been discounted. I'm now looking down here. So now I just need to decide on the best one to buy. And I think that's... I mean, this is quite nice, isn't it? It's got a bit of forestry that I can chop down and presumably do things with wood. I mean, these are big old trees, so they're probably going to have lots of wood. All right. Progress is being made. How's this cultivating coming along? He's taking an absolute age. I've got a couple of new fertilizing. Oh, this spraying contract. I'm so confused. So he wants me to spray field 9. Before I accept it, I'm going to go and look at field 9. Okay. So this is oat, and it's also saying withered. And withered is dead, right? And so why would you spray something on a field that's dead? But why would you give me a contract to spray something on a field that's dead? Oh, I don't know. I'm just not going to do it. Let's do some fertilizing. I understand fertilizing. Right, fertilizing field 42. I'm going to borrow your items. I've got some fertilizer at my base. I can go and pick that up and get that done quickly. I also need to figure out, like, ending a month, because this is still, like, our first day. I think. Have we slept yet? No, maybe we did sleep once. So it's our second day. And so I presume the lettuces and other kind of logistical things in game happen on the monthly basis. So at some point we're going to have to sleep, so kind of money goes up and things. While he's on his way here, I'm just going to do a bit of thinking. Oh my goodness, what's all this? I'm just going to do a little bit of thinking about our lay-by. I can't drive down there because the greenhouse is in the way, so I'm going to have to kind of go this way. I think I do want it as a one-way system in this instance. And we're likely to come from the shop, aren't we? So it makes sense to come in from this way and then therefore go out the other way. So he's going to need to go that way so he can go up there. We're also going to need to be able to come in from the other direction. So let's do it. Oh no, that's one way, isn't it? We need to turn right. So let's do a little turning circle there. That will do. So you can come out and go straight, and you can come out and turn around. We also need to be able to go in the other way as well. I mean, I'll tidy these all up later, because I'm sure there's a prettier way of doing it, but that'll do for now. And then let's call this place... I mean, what was this? This was fertiliser. So let's call this one... what do we call this one? Let's call it... oh no, just call it fertiliser for now. Fertiliser. Right. I need to therefore now not park this guy in the way. He's probably not going to like it if I tell him now to go to fertiliser, because he's all wonky. Go. Okay, so he should just mosey up to fertiliser. Why have I got another 16 up there? Who knows? I'll just dump it in locations. At some point we're going to have to get organised with naming conventions. I also don't have a map. There we go. So he can refill from here. That's good. He can't quite reach that one, but that's okay. It's just because he wasn't at this waypoint when he dropped it. So going forward, he'll be dropping it and picking up at the same place. So that's okay. And he needs to go to 42. And then I have seen in here, you can do... I mean, I don't know where I've seen it now. There you go. Change mode. So he can do like unloads, loads, and all that sort of stuff. So I think it's fairly feasible that we can automate going here, picking up and going somewhere else. So that's good. He's up and running. He's hiding. He's still cultivating. Right. Oh my god, I've got more fertilizing contracts. These are coming in like nobody's business. They're only a little bit of money though. I'm going to skip them for now because I need to concentrate on some land. That's what I need to concentrate on. Right. So let's make a decision, shall we? Shall we go left of this river or right of this river? Left is closer to the shop. There's lots of woodland here. I mean, I don't really know what woodland's for though. And why can I buy roads? I mean, I think that's a bug, isn't it? I mean, yeah, I think that's a bug. 28 acres for 0. I think that's just some sort of modded way of putting paths in, perhaps. So let's not worry about that for now. That's all woodland. I mean, I haven't figured out lumberjacking yet, so I feel as though that's a job for another time. So our choices really are, well, not 32 because that's too much. And it makes sense to stay along the road for now. So our choices are 28, 29, 30, or 31. 30 is the most central. It has some land here that I can clear and put some stuff on. 28 is probably the most ready to do something with because it's nice and square and easy to kind of my brain to wrap around. 29 is bigger, but it's just one field, so I'll have to like compartmentalize or do something. 31 is pretty square, so that would be kind of almost out of the box farming. But 31 is near this other scrubland, which would allow for easy expansion. And a house. Well, we'll flatten the house. We don't need houses in our AI overlord world. Also 31 is near this other scrubland. Okay, so 30 is, so I think 30 or 31. So 30 is more central, has some wood that I can clear and do stuff with wood, whatever that is. 31 is more ready to go, but is next to scrubland. I think I'm favouring 30. Does it make a difference what stage they're at? 31 is green, so 31 is still growing. 30 is ready to harvest. Okay. How do I know what's growing on it? It's green. What does that tell me? Okay, grass by the looks of it. Okay, or maybe not. It's just changing colors, basically. I guess I can go to it. Okay, so 30... what number was this? 30 is grass. 31 is grass. 31 is growing, but 30 is ready to harvest. Okay, does that make a difference? Does it? I mean, if I buy something ready to harvest, presumably that means I can harvest it and do something with that harvest. Like, what do I do with grass? I guess I could just sell it. I mean, presumably there's a market for grass, so who knows? So there might be I can buy it and then sell it straight away and then make some money back. But then there's the complexity of not knowing how to do that. Whereas 31 I can buy and it's not needing my attention just yet, which means I can put other stuff on it. But then 30 has this woodland that I can clear. It's really annoying to get back on foot. What does this woodland look like? I'll have a quick look at how big it is. So it's fenced, so I'll have to try and figure out if I can get rid of this fence. Okay, so it's not that many trees. And I do need to figure out what... and it's a lovely spot for fishing. You know, you've got to think of these things. Okay, I guess it would give me something to do, like medium term, kind of to work on cutting through these trees and to work on what to do with wood. So I guess that would be a side benefit. So I can learn how to do stuff with land. I can have enough land to do some animals maybe, and then I get access to wood to do something with wood. So I mean that might be the play. Whereas field 31 is literally just buy a field and sit on it. I wouldn't want to buy this field and then like cut up whatever's growing here, cut up the grass. That wouldn't make sense. All right, I think we're getting somewhere. I think the plan is to buy field 30 to do stuff, to figure out what to do with that grass. I mean, I presume you just cut it with a lawnmower. I mean, that's what we've been doing for contracts. So I don't know why it would be any different for myself. So that could just be a process of cutting it up. That means I'll be able to sell the grass. It then also means that I get some woodland to chop down some wood and learn what to do with wood. And then I can put stuff on that woodland, like depots and things. And then I can then expand later into 31, 30. Okay, and across the river. Right, we have a plan, ladies and gentlemen. The plan is to buy field 6. I'm just kidding. Spend ages talking about it and then do something different. I do like how when I go to create a job, I can click this little button and see the pathing. That's very, very useful. Okay, good. Right, so we've done more contracts. We did baling. And as far as I can see, we can't automate baling just yet. I need to do some research on how to automate baling. We figured out a little temporary depot system for fertiliser and herbicide. In fact, that reminds me I should put one here for herbicide. So hopefully that means that I can store any excess fertiliser and herbicide that we get. And that gave me the herbicide. And then that gave me the idea for, in the future, having like a main depot for storing this sort of thing. We did a few more contracts. We also have now decided that we're going to buy field 30. But I'm going to finish the month. I'm going to finish that cultivating contract. I'm going to finish the month and then... well, I'm going to finish a cultivating contract, turn all these in, finish the month, see how much money we've got, and then buy field 30. And then deal with whatever's on field 30 once I bought it. That is the plan. And that will all happen in the next episode. Sales. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye for now.